playing field. Yeah. So, I guess I got some splaining to do. Now, you think eating crow on YouTube is awkward? Dude, fuck no. Once I was at work, and I hadn't noticed that a customer had walked up, and the girl next to me said, where's the calculator? And just because I was being wacky, and of course my mind was just poisoned with Red Bull, for some reason I just shouted out, en españoles, donde está la calculadora? Then I'm going to go, shut up! And I'm like, what? And then I look over and I see that the customer is actually of Latin descent. So, even though I promised I would never do any more YouTube videos anyway, I decided I was going to do more YouTube videos. I am more than likely going to delete the last YouTube video where I said I wasn't going to do any more YouTube videos. I did that video as a fond farewell because I thought that YouTube was going to change for the worse, but the new channels I think are actually better. The setup is better, and it actually allows me to get more, get my shit seen more, actually. It's actually beneficial to my views. Depending. Everyone, everywhere. Public fucking service announcement. Go onto your channel and change the settings so that when someone comes to your channel, they're not looking at your featured tab, which allows them to show you Fred and, you know, sexy Phil. Fucking change it to videos so that the first thing that comes up is a list of your videos. I do not want to see everyone else's videos but yours. It's fucking confusing. Some of my favorite YouTubers that I'm subscribing to has it set so that I have to go to the videos tab just to see their fucking content. I don't want to see what they like to watch. I want to see what they fucking produced. Man, I said I wasn't going to get that angsty with this one, but here it is. So, yeah, I decided to come back. I'm more than likely going to delete the last video that I made saying I wasn't going to do anymore. Again, I don't really give a shit. I was saying it as a fond farewell. It's not as bad as I thought it was. I want to do more productive stuff with my time, but figured out that I actually don't have the ability to be more productive with my time. This was pretty much the height. This may be my last video. I may do more. I really don't know. If I ever stop doing them, you probably won't get another goodbye, because I've done 10 of them already, as everyone on the comments pointed out. Everyone who wasn't giving good supportive comments. Actually, a lot of those were really great. I mean, really, you poured out your love. Thanks. If you still want to see me, I guess here's an episode. I don't know. I want to go on and do better stuff, really. I had some great material written up, and I was like, alright, so the old show is gone, and if we ever come back, I'm going to do a new show with this and that and this and that. And then it just kind of started thinking about it. I'm like, you know, Zach just got like this high-paying job in the inner city as an ITT guy, and it's like, not the inner city, he's working on a hospital or some shit, I don't know. And we hardly ever hang out anymore. Not like really, we're going to hang out soon, but I mean. So, and then I'm just like thinking all these other people that would have to be included in the project would probably never find time. This is just easier, and honestly, it gives me a good buzz. I like doing it. So, since YouTube didn't turn into a giant, like, evil, baby-raping corporation or some shit like that, we're going to do a Katana review. Anyway, so, right, as anyone knows, I am an avid collector of weaponry, as you can see behind me. The only problem with this camera is, and the setup on the back wall, is that I can't show you one of my larger swords hanging up there. It's just out of frame. Fuck. So, yeah. But, I have a sword rack behind me. Cheapy China Chinko dollar, assembled by an idiot. That idiot's me. And it's not very well, very stable, but it does its job. It's the guitar case of doom. On my Facebook, I recently posted like a picture of every bladed weapon that I've ever collected, but I forgot one, because it's over here, underneath a pillow. Damn right, Tolstoy's paranoid. My United States Marine Corps K-Bar. A very fucking excellent knife. I've butchered the edge on mine, though, through bad attempts at sharpening, so there's that. But, yeah, and of course, my first real functional sword, everyone knows. You can look back and see all my stuff on YouTube and see how I sort of progressed. But what I was working with for a long time was my first legitimate katana, even though it was a Kazai katana, if you will. I don't know, someone was calling it something else. It's a slightly shorter dwarven katana that does not, it's not as large as the other one. This here's my baby. I did a review of this, the Oniyori. This is like, oh my goodness, like the day that I go out on top. I'm serious, man, I will be using this. Rah! Fortunately, hopefully I won't be like on an island with a bunch of Swedish kids. Too soon? Too soon? 70 of them? Too soon? Okay, no, too soon. So yeah, the only problem that I ever had with this, well, is one, I chose for the fuller one, meaning that there is no bohai, however you pronounce that. There is no blood groove in there that is created to lighten up the sword, so this one is heavier. I like it because I know that if I clash against something hard, not only because it's just a thicker steel of a sword, it's designed to be thicker, it's much heavier, but it's just more heavy metal, you know that it's going to go through, it won't. But the problem is that it's a little unwieldy. This huge brass tsuba tries to act as a counterbalance to the fact that it's a little unwieldy, but sometimes to no avail. Still, beautiful fucking work of art that it is. The only problem that I have with it is, I'm going to have to rewrap the ito. The tsuka? Wait, what is an ito? The ito is the wrapping. The tsuka is the handle. I'm probably saying that wrong. There's like 10 Japanophiles right now going, "You're not saying it right!" I'm just like, I don't give a shit. I'll have to eventually learn how to rewrap that. I want to get a leather one. Not that the cotton, it came blacker than this and has gotten white from my skin cells rubbing off of it, but it's starting to slip, it's starting to become a little less tight. It's still an amazing sword, and it's great artwork. It is seriously beauty to the eye. It's beautiful and functional. Everything that... Never mind, I'm not going to make that reference. I was going to say everything that most men want in their women but don't get in a modern, society after the third wave of feminism. But I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. Soon the politically correct police will come and... Man, I've lost my edge. I can't even think of like a good, funny thing to say. I'm just all like, two people walk into a bar and it hurts. So, anyway, the one problem that I said I had in the last review is that it requires a little bit more maintenance. Well, a while back, Chenis made that sword, Hanwei, who made the Practical Ninjato and the Dark Sentinel sword on the back wall, they came out with a tactical wakizashi. Wakizashi is a slightly smaller, sidearm-esque version of the katana, same blade style, bigger than a tanto, smaller than a katana, and they came up with a tactical wakizashi. Then, for a little bit more, they just expanded that idea and made a tactical katana. So technically, this would be my first full feature-length katana to be training with. The reach was pretty apparent the first time that I did a sword spin, a very quick little sha-sha-sha, and realized that the blade was extending much farther than my Kazai katana, and I was all like, shit, don't make a mistake with that, like you don't cut off a toe, basically. The whole gimmick behind this is that they're stating that it is a, katana that has been kind of, stripped down to basic parts. It's fairly cheap. It was about $145 for this. I think like $110 or $120 for the wakizashi, which I don't have. I don't have the companion sword. Miyamoto Musashi talks a lot about using two swords. He called it the School of the Two Skies or some shit like that. That sounds ridiculous. I'm sorry. I don't care how many people are saying, "How dare you, because my kendo master!" It sounds stupid. Like dual wielding a gun. Like whenever you see people going, "Yo, I'm so hardcore, I'm dual wielding." How the fuck do you aim? You know what I mean? Seriously. Just do that with one gun. So that's the thing, is I can't even really wrap my head around a single... Because it can be used. It's very light. This does have a bokeh in it. I'll show the blade in a minute. I can't wrap my head around trying to strike something just with the right hand, the single-handed. Because Miyamoto Musashi himself even said the power comes in the left, and I'm starting to figure out that whole drag with your left, simply guide with your right. My sword form is getting a little bit better, but honestly, I still make a lot of rookie mistakes, some of which are even very dangerous, and we'll cover that in this review. So the first thing you notice, I guess, is that it's tactical, meaning that it does not have an ito wrap, does not have any manukis, does not have anything really decorative. The tsuba is iron, and it's basically just like a bayonet holster kind of thing, it's a bayonet-esque little attachment there. And I could give you a close-up and, put it on my bed like a 13-year-old going, "Hey, this is mine," breathe really heavy into the camera. "This is my collection of cool knives that I got from TrueCoolBadassBallbusterKnives.com. I saw a fucking katana review from TrueSwords.com by a 16-year-old kid that made me laugh my dick off, because halfway through his mom opens the door, and he didn't throw this take out. His mom opens the door and says, "Duggar, what are you doing?" "Oh my god, that's so dangerous." He goes, "No, stop, Mom, no, stop, close the door." "Duggar, please don't. You're gonna swing." "Alright, well, get the cat out of the room, Duggar." "Oh, okay, Mom, okay." It was fucking classic and awesome. Red Bull's great! I never have a Red Bull outside of work. The fucked up thing about work is that it requires that I have so much fucking energy that I always chug, and that's like the small baby one. I have the big-ass Magnum Black Dick-sized version. Have we gotten rated R yet? So I usually drink like the massive one, and then I have like all this excess energy that I'm filtering into my job, and in the meantime I'm like thinking about the shit that I'd rather be fucking doing, and I'm like, you know what? If I really worked hard enough, I bet you I could make a ba-ba-ba, or, you know, put a leather wrap, a leather Ito on my, you know, whatever, and then get it fixed up. Or if I raised enough money, I bet you I could get a cold steel something, then put a lanyard key around that. Or if I could get a Cadillac, you know, that was old and beat up, I could, like, restore it and, like, figure out the transmission and shit. And I'm like, yeah, but you're at work, asshole, and you still don't make that much money. I worked 12 hours yesterday, and I'm probably gonna get paid, like, $10 for it. So, anyway, it's very stripped down. The wrap here is not silk, that is paracord. It is very hardcore. The saya, this is one that I love. It's not pretty at all, but it's made of fiberglass. It's made of fucking fiberglass. So you can easily just grab it and throw it down. It doesn't matter. You can hose it off. One of the cool things about it, ventilation shaft right there at the bottom. Little black hole that you can basically submerge this in water and it'll drain the damn water out of it. This is a fucking great idea, because when you're lubing up your swords, I said lubing. When you're lubing up your swords and shit like that and trying to get all the moisture off of them, sometimes if there's a little bit of moisture left, you can trap that with oil on the blade and then make it hot and sticky. Yeah, hot and sticky. Inside the sheath, oh yeah, baby. Causing the rust problems to kind of compound. Yeah, with this, not a problem. Always being aerated. And I still lube it, but I'm not even sure if it needs it. The blade has supposedly, I forget what they call the steel. I don't know any specific specifications. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to, Tolstoy's videos. The, blade is made, it has some sort of special coating. They mentioned that. And I can't really show you on camera without moving all this shit around. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Damn. Sorry, I'm like really, I shouldn't be touching the blade because the skin oil is bad for that, but anyway, the blade doesn't have a bow heat. This one over here is a mono steel beater. Mono steel basically meaning that it's not differentially hardened. I've been over this over and over again. I don't care how ancient and wise you think your master is. The Japanese steelsmithing, hang on. It's my baby texting me. No. It's Kyle Dunn. Oh shit, I said your name on the internet. Oh wait, I already credited you in my last video. Watch this. Hey, watch this. Where's the speaker button? Come on, Kyle. Be a bro. Pick up.
Hey, this is Kyle. Not available at the moment. So, yeah, just call me back whenever you can, or I'll call you back if you leave a message and stuff. So, yeah. Okay. See.
At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Kyle, you just texted me in the middle of me doing my new YouTube videos since the last YouTube video where I said I wasn't going to do any more YouTube videos. And I was going to call you up and we were going to talk turkey about like M1 helmets and shit like that, but you didn't pick up. So anyway, I'll probably text you later when I get done with this crap. So yeah, say hi to everyone out there on YouTube land. Invasion of privacy! So anyway. So what was I talking about? The blade, oh right. The Chinese Oniona Buchinkan has my sword over here, my baby. My sweet ass baby. Is a mono steel beater, and so is this. It's not differentially hardened. It is created with an alloy that is better than the shit that they used to make back in the day. Japanese steelsmithing techniques are not the most ultimate steelsmithing techniques anymore. We've had almost about, 400 years of progress. Hey, Kyle, I'm making my new YouTube video since the last YouTube video where I said I wasn't going to do any more YouTube videos. Yeah, I'm actually recording it right now, dude. You texted me right in the middle of that, and then I called you and left this long asshole message and screamed invasion of privacy right in your thing. So watch out when you answer your voicemail because it's kind of fucking loud. So yeah, I'm recording actually right now, and I'm talking about my frickin' what the hell's this thing? Looking at it, I've had I just drank I chugged a can of Red Bull for the opening actually. Fuck, what? Tactical Katana.
Did that break your concentration?
Yeah, a little. I'm sorry, did I break your concentration? Oh, you were finished. Well, allow me to retort. Anyway.
Oh, cool. Can I see a video? You got anything up today?
Yeah, probably. I feel kind of like shit because I'm like, I made this big video going and I'm not coming back to YouTube because YouTube, and it's, I don't know. The new layout is actually better, and I've been putting this off because I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick to my promise of not doing more YouTube videos, and I'm gonna do something productive with my time. Then I realized I live in a piece of shit, redneck ghetto town, and there's nothing to fucking do constructive with my time, and so I eventually decided to sign up for college courses for nursing or some shit like that.
Is this gonna be in the video, this conversation?
Yeah, do you not want it to be?
I would love it to be in the conversation, or in the video.
Rockin'. Alright, I gotta let you go now because I actually have time limit on my camera because of all the files saved on there. So I'll text you later, okay?
Okay, later.
Word up. Zip it up and word up. What am I, black? What am I, 80s, no, 90s stereotypical black? Zip it up and zip it out. Zippity-doo-dah, Dave. Dave Chappelle's awesome. So anyway, was there stuff about the blade? Was I fucking talking about a sword? Fuck you! So yeah, the blade handles turns on a fucking dime. My swordsmanship has gotten a shit ton better since I have figured out how to use this. The bow high makes it mega light. The blade is pretty thin. It's very thin. And that was a concern of mine when I first started swinging, was that would this possibly snap on me? And then I made a couple of errors. And this should show you, when I show you some footage, this should give you an idea of what not to do with a sword and how you could easily lose limbs if you're not fucking careful. Tolstoy is not careful, he's not trained, he's never going to a school, never will, and you should not use me as an example. But basically, I did a very rushed, to look cool. I wanted this first shot to look cool, and I was all like, hey, this would be cool and angsty, and so I did a very rushed, I didn't measure it up, didn't think about it. Just sliced on command, and I accidentally embedded the blade in the fucking table. Yeah. Take a look at that. Fuck. And yeah. So, right, no, the steel will hold up. There was actually no blade damage. I've inspected the sword several times after making these damn mistakes. I have to stop making these mistakes. And I guess the question that you have is, can it cut? Fuck yes, it cuts! And then here's also actually some bonus footage. I put this up on my Tumblr, www.coolincarnate.tumblr.com. Yeah, and that's me doing some Otomishikiri. I think that I was more focused in that one. Because I wasn't so hyped and shit like that. So, yes, very awesome. I actually highly recommend this for multiple reasons. Cleaning is easy, care is easy. It's a very cheap sword and it is functional. So for all you little kiddies out there who keep asking me, and I've had people ask me before, people are just like, you know, for some reason I think I'm some sort of like blade expert, which I'm not. Which, by the way, let's get into talking about why I don't fucking like traditional shit in. I mean, like, yeah, certain parts of tradition are great, but there's a point in which I have to wonder why. I'm sure some, don't say faggot, some special, campy little kendo club member is going to tell me why they have to do this. But basically, when resheathing your sword, you see a lot of these people, you know, going, and I've heard one of them say, do that, which you're not supposed to touch your hand to the blade, because that's bad to the blade, and then supposedly draw back until you feel the point of the blade go over the webbing of your finger. Now! Fucking retard! And then, is that my baby texting me, or is that Kyle texting me? It's my baby texting me. Anyway. So yeah, basically you watch them go like, they have to act all ceremonial, draw the thing back, and then, you know, I just do it like a retard. I just go, just to make sure that my fucking hand doesn't get like this, and, you know, and I've fucking seen images of that on the internet. People like with the stitches going all on the sword forms, going like all the way down to the here, saying I was trying to do one of the traditional things and I missed and just sheared away some flesh from my fucking hand. So yes, now my sword stand of doom is complete. 3 different styles of swords, each suiting different needs. You have the straight, easy to use hack and slash ninja sword, ninjato at the top. You have the Honor Blade, the Live or Die, Last Day on Earth, Make Your Final Stand, Uma Thurman, Kill Bills, Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, awesome sword down at the bottom. And your functional little trainer, which is very decent, cheap. If you want to get into swords, I actually suggest that one until you can gain a lot more working knowledge on how to clean, use, care for, display, all that shit.